Greg, what do you think about what the Cavs are going through this year? When you saw them early, it wasn't at this point. You know, what a team that's trying to rebuild and is really paying its dues right now.
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious what they're going through. I mean, when you lose that much, it's all about starting over, and that takes time.
What's important for you guys to do tonight after last night's
I didn't say that. I didn't say I wasn't proud of their effort.
No, you said. Okay, yeah, okay. I'll go back and get it verbatim. I think you know my gist.
I do. I'm just being a wise ass. But I mean, those kind of. I hope we shoot better. I hope we play better D. I mean, it's basketball. It's not rocket science. You lose, you didn't do some things well. The other team rebounded better or shot better or created more turnovers. It's basketball. So we hope we do basketball things better. It's not a magic.
Sustaining success in a small market. Obviously, Tim was clearly the best player the year you took him, but he was also an older guy, college graduate, probably more mature. Is that something you look for? I mean, you can do that in the lower picks, but if you had a very high pick, would that still be the priority?
Well, I mean, that helps, but it's usually not a major factor, to be honest. It's about talent and character. And, talent and character can be in a young guy or a guy that's been there 4 years. Given a choice, of course, all of us would take the 4-year guy, but rarely are all things equal in that sense. And then you get to make that choice based on the 4-year or not situation. That usually doesn't present itself.
In your limited time with Alonzo, obviously I think you guys played him for about 15 total minutes when he was with you, and he's starting tonight.
Maybe 14.
14. Is there, I mean, did you get to learn a lot about him over that time, and can you speak about him a little bit?
Well, we learned a lot about him because he played in the D League for us in Austin. I mean, he didn't play with the Spurs that much, as you stated, but we knew a lot about him because we'd seen him play so much in the D League, and always a hard-nosed competitor, somebody who wanted to prove himself, someone who wanted to work on his shot, on his offensive capabilities. But was always willing to stick his nose in, play hard, and was a good teammate for everybody.
You guys stay because clearly you're winning, but at the same time, is there a priority of looking for guys who aren't divas, to use the current term, or something like that?
Well, we try to find people to fill in the roles who have gotten over themselves, because we don't think we can change people at this stage as far as their character or their motivation or their priorities. So if we can find people that have gotten over themselves or have something to prove, we gravitate toward those individuals if we can, to fill our team around Tony and Manu and Tim.
We've seen Barron a lot more than we have in the West. How do you think he'll fit in here? What he's trying to do?
I think it all depends on his health. He's a heck of a player, but I think injuries have really held him back over the last couple of years, where he gets to play for a while, and then he sits, and then he plays, and then he sits, and that's hard on everybody. But if he's healthy, he's a heck of a talent, and you go back to the year that they beat Dallas in the first round when he was a big part of that at Golden State. That's what he can do when he's healthy.
Greg, is anybody banged?